Hey guys, so we've driven about 70-80k outside of the city I live in, and we're out here in the boonies. So we're going for a ride to the Dorion wind farm. It's a wind farm on it's kind of behind a provincial park. It's a dead-end road that ends at the wind farm. The wind farm's kind of up on higher ground, and it's a beautiful spot with some really nice views. Unfortunately, it is a overcast day today, so we won't be able to take advantage of the views. So we got about 7k. What we're on right now is pavement, or chip seal as we call it up here. After about 7k, it starts getting more interesting. It'll turn to a gravel road, which will be snow covered, and it'll get less and less traveled. So hopefully it's reasonably packed down for us. Like I said, the road's a dead end, and it ends at the wind farm. And the wind farm is quite big. I mean, this is northwestern Ontario, so there's no shortage of unused available tracts of land. So the wind farm is really spread out. Very few people live on this first stretch, so it's a likelihood we may not see another human being this entire ride. There is a provincial park up here, but it's closed for the season. So this ride will be, I think it was like 27k to the furthest wind tower from where we started, which again doesn't sound very far, but we are riding a fat bike, so right now we're averaging 16.5k an hour, so there and back it's going to be a 3-hour ride. Fun! So it's really hard packed snow underneath and ice, so happy I have my studded tires. And on this kind of stuff, they still roll fast. They're faster than a Surly Bud and Surly Lou, and they're lighter. They just cost a small fortune. So there's a tower, some sort of radio cell tower over there in the distance. I don't know if you guys can see it. There's a road, I see it on Google Maps, that goes up to it, that I'd like to go check out sometime. Either if snowmobiles go up there, or I'm sure it occasionally gets visited by a four-wheel drive truck in the wintertime. I might have to come out here, check it out on a fat bike, because that would be a freaking sweet climb up there. To come barreling down that road in the wintertime in the snow would be freaking awesome. So there is one, well actually there may be other climbs that I don't know about, because I've been out here a couple times and I've only gone to some of the closer towers. I haven't gone to the further wind towers. So there may be some other bigger climbs, but there's one absolutely brutal gravel road climb we're gonna have to do. First part of it's not so bad, but the middle section there's an absolute wall. So we're gonna have fun suffering on that today. And it'll be crazy fast on the way back, or you can go crazy fast down it. I mean, it's a 70 to 80 kilometer an hour gravel road downhill if you really let it ride out. Unfortunately, right when you've gained maximum speed, it kind of, the road curves a little to the left, which doesn't make it any safer. I've got put clipless pedals on a couple days ago, switched away from the platforms. It sure does feel strange the first few rides when you've been riding platforms for a while, especially on a super wide Q factor on a fat bike. It annoyed my tendons and ligaments for a few days. It's pretty warm today too. It's only hovering around 0, slightly below freezing. It'll probably be colder further in we get in the ride, because we're moving directly away from Lake Superior, and we're gaining elevation the whole time, and then we gain a substantial amount in a short period of time. Well, substantial for around here. So you can see the cliffs just in the distance. So initially we have to climb to the top of those. So this is Olmec Canyon. It's not plowed because it's closed, but the climb to the canyon, it's a dead end road that ends at the parking lot. It's one of the longest continuous climbs in the area. I mean, we have climbs that eventually go higher, but there'll be flat sections and even slight little downhill dips as you go your way up. That one there is, once it starts, it's continuous all the way up. I mean, it levels off to a slacker grade, but it's a pretty cool climb. And like a good proper climb, the hardest, steepest part is the last few hundred meters. I'll do that climb for you with you guys this coming spring or summer on a different bike, probably a road bike or my Fargo. Okay, so now we start the climb I was telling you about. So initially it's just gradual with a few stair steps, and then we get to an absolute brutal wall. Well, here you go. You rarely see signs like this around here. So hill, 14% grade. Is that only 14%? Man, 14% is hard, especially when it's gravel. Now it'll be snow, slightly hard packed, slightly icy. So hopefully we don't have any traction issues, because the hill is already tough enough without them. And we're just going to climb steady Freddy. So I made a Strava segment for this climb, but I think I'm going to have to redo it, because I came here and did a ride with a buddy, and he's new to cycling, and the hardest part here, he couldn't climb, he had to walk. And I kind of turned around and went down, turned around, went back and forth a few times. So I think it ruined that segment. I think I'll have to create a new one today where it's just continuously straight. Okay, so go around this bend, then you'll see the wall. There it is. So just use that cliff face there to check out the angle. It's brutal. Hard enough when it's summer gravel. We're dealing with snow and ice. You know what? It's actually easier to ride this in hard packed snow than when it's gravel. When it was gravel, it's all washboard stutter bumps from people's tires spinning out, going up it. So this is way smoother than it is in the summer. Still not easy. Even enough grip to get out of the saddle. Well, I feel not so bad, you know. Definitely the fittest I've been, especially this time of year, probably since the mid-1990s, when I was a semi-serious bike racer type guy. So one more pitch here. This is definitely a climb of note in our area, in our region, and I don't think it's been climbed all that many times by cyclists. I don't think they know about it. If you love climbing and pain and suffering, this is a climb for you. Still not quite at the top. I got people leaving comments saying fat bikes are boring. This is freaking awesome and brutal. There's nothing like that around here for a road bike. You want pain and suffering? It's climbing gravel roads. Okay, we're at the top. Now it rolls. It's really icy, this road. Because a few weeks ago, or two weeks ago, we had a couple really crappy days where it got above freezing and it rained, and then eventually that rain turned to snow, so, and it cooled off, so basically everything underneath here is ice. Well, one good thing about it being so hard is nice low rolling resistance, but I'm just going to be careful on the downhills because we're out here by ourselves, and I didn't check my cell phone if there's reception out here, because if we hurt ourselves, we could be in trouble.